Hey everyone, I'm so excited you've decided to do this workout, and even more excited if you're planning to complete this 5-day strength and Pilates challenge with me. A heads up that this day 1 workout as well as the day 5 workout were filmed before I realized that they would be a perfect fit for this challenge, so the language might feel a little bit more like a standalone. Alright, let's go ahead and get you kicked off with day number 1. Hey, it's Erica, and welcome to this quick, no standing, total body Pilates workout. This is a shortened companion workout to day 1 of my 5-day strength and Pilates hybrid challenge. I'm so glad you're here. For equipment, you'll need a mat and an optional pair of light to medium weights. You'll see me using both 5 and 10 pounds, but keep in mind that the use of additional resistance like this is entirely optional. It's only to be used if you've mastered the body weight version of the exercises and you're looking for more challenge. Your warm-up and cool down are included, along with modifications. Want to help us continue creating free workouts? Join the Fitness Blender channel membership on YouTube and get access to exclusive workout videos, plus 5, 10, and 30-day challenges. Or become an FB Plus subscriber on fitnessblender.com for unlimited access to all of our exclusive workouts, training programs, and subscriber-only features at the best price. All right, go ahead, meet me on your mat. We are going to start with our warm-up. We have 6 exercises, 35 seconds each, and we're going to start down on our back. So you're going to lay down on your back, and I want you to shift your pelvis upwards so you're feeling that low back really engage with the floor. So it should be flattened on the floor. And then once you're there, you're going to add in a leg extension on each side. So that heel is just kind of dragging or hovering over the floor. Then you can let that back just do it at once, re-imprint it in the mat, and extend each leg. So you're really feeling that deep engagement in your core as we slow down, activate these inner core muscles, and then that leg extension just adds a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead, fold one leg over so you're in that figure 4 position and push up into a single leg glute bridge. So that leg is just hanging out, but you're really focused on pushing through the heel of that working leg. You should be able to wiggle those toes. And you're relatively trying to keep your hips balanced, so you shouldn't feel like you're really dipping into one side, but keeping it nice and square. We're going to get ready to do this on the other side. All right, take that other leg up and over, rest it right below or right above that knee, push through the heel. Now, if you're feeling any pain in your knee or any weird tweaks, that means your foot is probably too close to your glutes. And if you're feeling like you have a low range of motion, that means your foot is probably a little bit too far away. It takes a little bit of experimenting here. But notice as you're pushing up, that core is continuing to balance things out, being that we're using one leg here. Okay, come on up to your knees. So we're going to be kneeling here and doing some alternating side bends. So you're going to reach kind of towards that knee. I always like on this one like to imagine I'm like pulling cables out of the floor. It just adds a little bit more grounding for me. So feeling those obliques stretch and bring you back to center. Relax those shoulders. We have 2 more warm-up moves. We'll be coming to a bear hover next. So hovering those knees over the floor. So you're coming onto all fours. Curl those toes under, lift up. I want you to just hold it here for a second. Feel that core engage. Back down. And I want you to circle a leg around on each side. So hover, engage, bring it back down. Circle that knee nice and big up and around, opening up those hips. Breathe out as you lift the knees. Carefully set it back down and around. Coming to a low plank on this last one. Finish out your circles. But we're going to roll back and forth from one side to the other. So we're in that low side plank, and I'm just going to bend my other arm and roll onto the other side. So we're getting comfortable here with our plank from all angles. and also shifting while holding this position. So we're keeping those hips steady. We don't want them dipping or shooting up to the sky. Take it slow. Come to your knees if you need to. All right, that's our super speedy warm-up. If there's anything else you want to do right now, feel free to pause, warm up a little bit extra, but I'll see you for the workout. In total, we have a board easily style workout. It's about 11 minutes long. We have 13 exercises, 40 seconds active, and then 10 seconds of rest. I'm going to be using my 10-pound weight for this first exercise. Remember, weights are entirely optional as we're going through this. So I want you to come to a kneeling position. You're going to have one leg out straight, and we're going to let that other weight hang right by that leg, and we're going to do some crunches or side bends from this positioning. So you can put your hand behind your head. That's what feels most comfortable for me. We're centering in on the core here. So use your breath as you're going through this. Breathe in and out as you come on back to the top. So you're really going to feel that in your oblique that you are twisting or bending away from. Not a twist, a bend. And we're going to get rid of that weight next. We're going to come to all fours. Got that 10 seconds of transition. And that leg that you just had out to the side, so for me that was my right leg, I'm going to continue using my right leg. We're going to do some lifts, but I'm not totally out to the side, I'm not totally behind. So it's about a 30-degree angle there. We want to do our best to not open that hip up, but keep it square to the floor. Notice this really, number one, is hard for your glute, but it is also really demanding more from your core as well. So if you just need to hover over the floor, that's fine. Otherwise, fully up, fully down, controlling it. We're not rushing. We're moving very slow and mechanically to get the most out of this. So both glutes are squeezed. You're staying square through your shoulders and your hip bones. Okay, take that leg, take it straight behind you this time. The other arm is going to be overhead, and we have a bird dog. So you're going to be lengthening through those fingers and toes, crunching in, bringing that elbow to knee, and extending back out. Breathe out as you're crunching, and breathe in as you're extending back out. Now, as you come back out, I don't want you arching your low back. It's not about how high you can go here, but how aligned can you be? There's a big difference there. Pointing all the way through your toes, all the way through your fingers. Notice how much harder you can work when you are consciously focused on every little muscle working and flexing. All right, grab that weight again if you were choosing to use it. We're going to do that same series on the other side. So this time I have my left leg extended straight. We're going to bend towards this kneeling leg. So again, find what feels familiar and best with your arm. For me on this side, it's feeling good straight out to the side. Again, you can put it behind your head. Just make sure it's not getting in the way of anything. And then really hone in on that core. What is going on there? Let your core dictate the movement. That weight is just hanging there as extra resistance. You might notice as we go through a few more seconds here, you can get a little bit deeper. Okay, weight to the side, and we are now doing that 30-degree leg lift. Again, same leg you had straight is the same one that's going to lift. So I'm back to that diagonal. Again, not totally out to the side and not straight behind me. Pointing through the toe, really square and parallel to the floor with the chest and the hips. So those glutes are doing a ton of work, and so is the core. Anytime we're working one limb at a time, that is deep core work. Controllably lift and lower. All right, great. Now we are into that bird dog. So the same leg that was already behind can stay there. For me, that's my left, so I'm going to straighten my right arm overhead. We crunch in and extend out. So you're going to continue noticing that the core is going to be the center of what we're working today, even if our entire body is engaged with the movement. We're keeping our attention on that midsection. Nice and slow. Lengthen all the way out. Really feel that crunch as you bring that knee up. Okay, let's do those rolling low side planks again that we saw in the warm-up. So we're going to add a little bit extra difficulty to it. When you are on one side, you're going to see if you can bring that knee and elbow to meet, and then you're going to bring it to the other side. You could always take that step out of it, and you can always bring your knees to the floor. It's just that extra resistance, that extra balance, adding the greater difficulty to our total body coordination and into our obliques. You're doing great, whatever version you're doing. Okay, I'm grabbing my lightweight this time. We're going to do some single leg glute bridge holds. So let's get in that positioning first. If you have your weight in your left hand, I want you to lift your right foot off the floor. We're going to hold here. And if you are able, we're going to extend overhead and back up. I'm just adding this extra weight into my hand for some greater resistance. Like I said, this is a really tough exercise on its own. It's just that leg moving down a couple feet and back up. But all the same form applies. We're staying nice and square. Notice this is all hinging on our midsection. Even though we're doing a pullover and we're doing the leg drop. All right, let's try to maintain what we just did on that side on the other side. So we're up into that bridge, extending the opposite leg compared to the weight in the hand. And then the arm and leg move opposites and then back closer together. So bigger range of motion, harder it's going to feel. Obviously, if you have weight, that's going to feel harder. But remember, it's not about these fancy bells and whistles. It's what's your core doing? Is that hip dropping? Are you staying square? Asking yourself some of those questions. Sometimes stillness is so much harder than moving, and stillness and creating that anti-rotation in the core is what's going on here. Okay, very good. You can set that weight down, and we're going to go ahead and do a straight leg sit up. So I want you to sit with your legs straight. You can just do a crunch if you don't want to sit all the way up, but otherwise you're going to sit all the way up. You're going to come back down, and you're going to kind of teeter those legs up for a hip lift. Biggest thing on this one is that you're not creating momentum. So I want you to get stuck. I want you to slow it down so you're not using any rocking. Notice how much reward that gives you in terms of your muscles working harder. Could also bend those knees if needed. All right, this time, let's see, we have, yes, one 10-pound weight, again, totally optional, and we are going to be doing an alternating leg extension while letting that weight come overhead. So we're crunching this whole time, we're holding that, and then we're just pulling overhead as one leg extends. Keeping the same thing in mind from the warm-up, imprinting that back on the floor. That weight is adding some serious difficulty. You could also rest your head on the floor. Brings just a little relief to that neck. Closer that leg drops to the floor, harder it's going to be. This would be incredibly difficult even without weights. So even if those arms are just going overhead, you are rocking it. All right, this time, crunch hold again. We're going to have those legs bent at 90 degrees. We're going to hold those shoulder blades off the floor. And we're going to tap a toe down. So we're going to alternate here, trying to keep that crunch held. I've still got that weight for added resistance. If your neck is bothering you, do your best to relax it. On this one, we really want to keep the upper body lifted. Tapping, tapping, keeping that imprinted back in the mat. Focus on your breath. But guess what? Only one more exercise after this. This has been so much fun. We already came to the end of it. Okay, relax that neck down on the floor. Take that optional weight onto your hips, and we are going to do some glute bridge pulses. So both feet on the floor. Nothing fancy on this one, other than just truly honing in on great form here. So we're rooted into those heels, toes can wiggle. We're pushing up, but we're not arching the back. We're keeping that airway open. Core is engaging, especially as you come to the top. You have the option after this. You could just go back and do all of these again before you do the cool down. But for sake of time, we're going to take a water break and then we'll come back and do the cool down. Alrighty. So we're going to take a water break here. We're going to come back for a short cool down and you'll be on your way. I'll see you soon. Okay, welcome on back to the cool down. We have 5 exercises, 35 seconds each. We're going to start on our back. And we're going to bring a knee up and over to cross over our body and really feel a release and a stretch through the back. So your breath is going to be extra valuable on this one. As you breathe out, you can just feel a little bit deeper of a stretch. Once you've held that for a few seconds, we're going to take that to the other side. So you can kind of trade off here as you feel it's necessary. And we're going to stay right on our back for this one, and we're going to do a figure 4 glute stretch. So fold that leg over again, bring it closer to your body, rock it out, feel that stretch mainly in this glute of the folded leg. Also, I don't think our 3, 2, 1 countdown beeps are on, so once we hear that buzzer, we are right to the next move. Continue to just relax here. Notice where you're feeling more tension and try to breathe and hold into it. Okay, let's get ready for the other side now. So switch it out, bring it in. If you enjoyed this workout, I will say as well that this was a shortened version. So there is a longer version of this same exact workout. There's more exercises. It's totally different formatting. So we see the exercises twice. It's a good time. So if you enjoyed this, go ahead, check that one out as well. We're going to flip it on over to all fours next for a thread the needle. So we're going to come onto all fours. You're going to bring one arm up, swing it on through, lay the side of your head down on the mat, reach, reach, reach. Feel the split in the shoulder blades, that nice stretch. And when you've held that long enough, we're going to bring it on to the other side. And then one more cool down move coming right up. We're going to send it into a child's pose. So bring those knees a little wider if you need to. Send your hips on back to your feet. Stretch forward, maybe come up on your fingertips if you want some extra depth in the shoulders. I'm kind of wiggling side to side. Also kind of shifting the hips, feeling that in the inner thighs. Feel that lengthening through your core and your back. And there we have it. That was your day one shortened version of the workout. But nonetheless, I look forward to kicking off this challenge with you and seeing you for the rest of what we have in store. This is a workout complete. I'll see you again soon.